Hey, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying how praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. That's all praises to the Lord calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. Ba'ashem in the name Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and mercy to the hopeful lake preachers, word and truth and sincerity on the brother Tyler Abad and Great Millstone, Arizona Camp, Lower Will, with another video to edify. And I couldn't get 2 minutes in on a video from the elder Yashawamba in the Dallas camp without the spirit kind of flowing and giving me precepts, because this whole thing, and lo and behold, is coming out of a woman's mouth, right, or her wicked ass fingertips with them hard ass nails on, right? That love's so sweet, and this demon don't even know what love is, because this whole slander and this whole lie, right, is a false accusation. Hey, brothers, if men in GMS really like this, we be fucking in prison under the jail, right? And rightfully so, because niggas that do things like that deserve to be in prison under the jail, right? And like the elder Yashawamba said, this whole, sentiment, this false sentiment, came from men that called themselves Israelites, for the simple fact that they wanted to camp bang. They wanted to defame men because what they brought out the totality of the scriptures, right? Because the things that were not sweet to hear still came out of the mouth of men that actually believe, right? Right? And you go into the scriptures, in the old world, we're not saying that this is okay now, a whole different time, right? Men and women got married at different, younger ages than they do now. And it only makes sense, man. It makes no damn sense that you're 30 years old having a damn child, when in your youth, right, in those years where you're 15, you're 16, 17, you got all the energy you could need to actually sit here and rear up a child and match their energy, right? And I thought about it multiple times, man. It's kind of fucked up that that's how we have to have kids, because they don't allow you to have shit until you're 18, right? 19, and then they penalize you for having kids too early, because they make everything so goddamn expensive, and they don't let you have anything that pays enough to rear up a child during that time, right? So it's kind of fucked up. But these people sitting there saying these false accusations, and you women, this is why the Lord put you under the man, because you going out here and opening your damn mouth or having a platform to say anything, you start spewing madness, right? And if you see there's 6 retweets, 45 likes, and 12 quote tweets, 45 likes. How is it 45 likes when the scriptures tell you out of the mouth of 2 or 3, all things shall be established? Now, where is the witness that reports these things? You all never sit here and go into these things, but you're going to use the law and act like you have a way to glory in the law. Now, when this accusation comes out to be false, right, you're supposed to be put in the stead of the judgment that's supposed to come along with it, right? That whole pedophilia bullshit, robbing the cradle bullshit, right? Trying to get a woman before the flower of her age, like the scriptures say. That shit would be met with strict, harsh, and judgment in the form of a death penalty, a sin worthy of death, right? But you all sit here and go on here and don't want to actually hold up what the Lord said, man. This is Exodus 23. And one, it says, "Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness." That's a false report. Point at the GMS brother that can be condemned to this. You can't. Because we already would have been on their fucking head. Get the fuck out. May the Lord put your ass to death. That's what they would have got. Right? But you can't point out these things, so you sit here and put up these false accusations. And when you go into the scriptures, the Lord loves to flip those accusations on people, man. Which is why that nigga Polite is in the situation that he's in now. Right? He put out those false accusations, or what? Now he's under the same flame. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do either, neither shalt thou speak in any cause to decline after many to wrest judgment." You see? But this is a false report. So now you're in right, you women, a lot of you niggas out there that call yourselves being an Israelite, right? That try to take on the name of Israel, you still in a woman-like spirit, and you'll catch on to these things. And you get in all in your emotions without examining the whole matter, like the scriptures tell you, and seeing whether or not those things are true. You don't even come to that conclusion. You start throwing out accusations, and this is why the Lord puts niggas to death, man. This is why you get put in bad situations, right? This is Psalm 63. And it's in 11, it says, "But the king shall rejoice in the Most High. Everyone that sweareth by him shall glory, but the mouth of them that speak lies shall be stopped." And I want to go to that word "stop." Let me see what it is. Might be a little different. Shakar, it says to shut up, stop up, to be stopped, be shut up, give over. Right? So you're gonna be stopped. You're gonna be shut up. The Lord is gonna shut you niggas up, right? For speaking lies. And that's a terrible thing when the Lord comes to shut you up, right? That's the only way you can shut up a nigga. You gotta put hands on that nigga. And that's what the Lord is gonna do. He's gonna start putting hands on people that bring up false reports, because all these things, the Lord loves judgment. So when you go off and your judgment is wrong because you wanted to go willy-nilly, you want to just say whatever came to your mind, that's when the Lord is like, oh, okay. Right? Especially you women just need to shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. It's a very hard thing for you women to do, man. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 7 and 11. And it says 7 and 12, Salakia. It says, devise not a lie against thy brother, right? Devise not a lie against thy brother, neither do the like to thy friend. Use not to make any manner of lie, for the custom thereof is not good, right? But this is a whole slander and a lie. Where's the man out that you're accusing? Where's the group of men that you're accusing? Because it ain't happened, right? The same men that condemn this stuff is what you trying to act like they're the ones doing it. But we understand that the judgment of the Lord is against those that do such things. But you all sitting there taking the law upon yourself, acting like you're meeting it out and doing those things. But then you come off the backs and saying shit like this, right? This is why the Lord puts niggas to death, and this is honestly why a lot of judgment is starting to come out, right? Like the scriptures say, right? Let me get this. This is Isaiah 59 and 15. It says, yeah, truth faileth, right? He that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, right? So those that have departed from evil, like brothers that come into the camps, brothers that come into the fold, right? You're trying to depart from evil. You're trying to get around the steps of men that do righteousness, right? Because that righteous behavior is infectious, just like wicked behavior is infectious, right? So those that depart from evil, you're trying to graft onto what the Lord said, do what the Lord commanded, right? You're gonna make yourself a prey in this thing, and this is a form of it. False accusations coming up against brothers, and they ain't did nothing. By simple bird brain ass women, right? And niggas out there that act like women, right? It says that he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. See, the Lord sees these things and is displeased. So what happens at that point? The Lord starts putting out judgment, right? And you, men, you being a man, you see how it goes when judgment starts going out because people didn't take the warning serious, right? Now everybody got to get it, right? Well, me, my brother, my sister, we had a going understanding that if one get it, all of us about to get it, right? So when one simple nigga says something, all the random simple niggas that said the same shit, you're gonna start getting the same judgment out, right? The Lord's gonna start meting out sorrows in His hot displeasure, man. This is Colossians 3 and 9. It's Colossians 3 and I'll start at 8. It says, but now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. Now, if you don't have any confirmation of this, you lying. And at that point, you haven't put out the old man and his deeds because you've just been being a backbiter, talking BS, and not vetting anything. This is why women are supposed to shut the fuck up, bro. This is exactly why women need to just be quiet, play the background. The men pull out the judgment. Now you women. A lot of you women shouldn't even have social media. You should just log off right now. Because that shit is a gateway to your pride being boosted up. And you taking on yourself a job that was never meted out for you. Right? This is Matthew 12. And 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So those things that you think are just slide-bys and you can just say whatever you want, those things are the same things you got to pay for. Right? The little jokes, the little snickering, right? The Lord is going to make sure that you pay for those things because the Lord said what? He put it down one and said another. The Lord Himself is judge. Right? Just a quick lesson, man. You all that do these things, watch out. We're in the time of judgment. Shalom.